So I just bought and read Batman 92, which just came out this week. It's a book that was highly anticipated. It's supposed to be the first full appearance of the new Batman villain, Punchline. And the hype around this book has basically been that people are anticipating the Punchline is going to be a new Harlequin. And she is in the sense that she's a new Joker female counterpart. But of course, what everyone's assuming is that if she's that, then she'll have the level of success and popularity that Harlequin had. So don't you wish you'd gotten a Batman Adventures number 12 back in the day? Well, at least now you can get Batman 92. Punchline had a few cameo appearances already in Batman 89. I forget if she was in Batman 90 or not. I know that book was a sellout, so maybe she was. But Batman 89 and Hell Risen number 3, which was a miniseries featuring Lex Luthor, which I think it came out like a week after Batman 89, are considered her first kind of cameo appearances, if you want to say that, where she is like in a couple of panels but doesn't really affect the story. Then you don't really get a sense of who she is. You do see her. Yeah, she's in costume, but like you only see like her face or something like that. Whereas in Batman 92, she's actually in the story. She, you see her, you learn her name. There's an action scene where she fights in part of it. So in the spirit of Incredible Hulk number 181 being considered Wolverine's first appearance, this is Punchline's first appearance. So Batman 89 and Hellraiser 3 really skyrocketed pretty much overnight as soon as they hit the stands. And part of the reason for that was that no one was really anticipating the character Punchline. DC was playing their cards pretty close to their chest, and they didn't really tell anyone, and suddenly you just pick up this book and like, ooh, a new Joker villain. But once those books were out, then it was pretty much known that, hey, she's going to be an important part of the story. They started teasing Batman 92, where she was going to be on the cover. And there was plenty of time, of course, for people to turn in orders for that issue. And it's kind of an ingenious move. By not announcing Punchline before Batman 89, you cause a stir around an individual issue, so it becomes really hot. Everyone wants to buy it on eBay for 30, 40, 50 bucks, whatever. Of course, DC doesn't benefit from that directly, but what they do benefit for is the buzz, causing people to want to really start jumping on the Batman series and start ordering more and more books. It's kind of a short-term thing because people are going to quickly get tired of this gimmick. I mean, you can only have one first appearance, so once Batman 92 is out, this hype will die down really fast. But anyway, so as I've titled this video, is Batman 92 worth it? So the question is, I was calling it that because I really thought that this would sell out so fast that it'd be on eBay for a minimum of 12 bucks or something like that. I saw that with Hell Risen number 3 second print, even though it was a second print and people knew to order plenty of it so they could make up for missing the first print. Like the day it hit the stands, it was already $12 at most places. And places that were selling it for cover price were selling them out like in the first hour of opening. Which, if you ask me, that's ridiculous. However, that happened, so I kind of thought we'd look at something like that happening Batman 92. I don't know how quickly stores sold out, per se. Obviously, we're dealing with the pandemic, so that's a factor. But in any event, I looked on eBay just now, and you can get it pretty close to cover. You can get the A and B cover. There's 3 covers. A and B are not any sort of rare variants. The A cover is the main cover. The B cover is $1 extra because it's got kind of like a cardstock. And the B cover is the one that got all the famous advertising where it's just a picture of her with that sort of greenish background. There's a C cover, which is 1 in 25 incentive, where for every 25 copies the store orders, they can get 1 copy of this. It's also got Punchline to cover. So what I saw just now is that if you just want a raw copy of the A or B, you can get it for about $1 more than cover. So I mean, I guess it's something for a book to come out today and already be selling for $1 more over cover, but on the whole, that's not impressive numbers. Now, the C cover, the incentive one, that's the one everyone's trying to get. It's going for at least 40 bucks, if not higher, online right now. However, if you want the first appearance and you don't care about getting the variant, or you're just a Batman fan and you want to pick this one up to read the story, you don't have to spend a lot of money. But I'm going to go ahead and stick with the title and the theme. Is it worth it? Was this book worth the hype? Is it a good read? Is it worth spending a little extra money to get it? Here's the short. I just read it just before doing this video, and I'm going to say, yes, it's a good book, and it's worth picking up since it's not going for crazy money. And I don't think it really will at this point. I mean, if it's not going crazy money today, it's not going to go crazy money tomorrow. But it's one of those things that, like, I just go ahead and get it now if you can get it for, between cover or maybe $1 or $2 more. But, don't pay any kind of crazy money for it. Unless you just really want the 1 in 25 variant, and that's your kind of thing, then more power to you. So what made the book good? I'd just say good writing. It was a very entertaining story. Now, if you have not been reading Batman for the last few months, this is not a good jumping on issue. So if you just want to buy it to read it and see what all the hype's about, not going to be too satisfying a read. Now, I've been kind of in and out the last few months, so I've actually missed some, but I've read some. So I kind of know what's going on, but I don't have all the details. But if you have the ballpark what's going on, it's fun read. It's worth checking out. The idea with Punchline is she's not really a new Harlequin in the sense that she's not just some sort of carbon copy. They're going through the idea that Punchline is not a sidekick, but rather a partner. But we don't get much more than that. She runs the Harlequin this issue, which of course Harlequin is on on Batman's side during the story. So Punchline and Harlequin get in a fight. The fight's not resolved, to be continued. I will say what I don't like about this issue. Okay, so this issue in itself, perfectly fine. What I don't like about the story arc, that's really the complaint I have, is that the story arc has been done to death. So the basic idea of the story arc is there's a new mastermind villain who's popped up who is going to defeat Batman by organizing and unleashing all his top foes at him all at once so he's overwhelmed. Okay, well, we saw that with the original Bane Nightfall storyline, where Bane frees a bunch of villains from Arkham, try to wear Batman down so he can defeat him much easier. It was also done in Hush, the original Hush story, where Hush basically, helps empower Batman's villains to needle them down. And let's see what else. It was also done in Batman Eternal. Same basic concept, another character infected, in Batman Eternal. I remember one of the things is the Batman thought it was Hush because it was so much like the Hush plot. Turns out that Hush was being manipulated by someone even, another mastermind above him in this story. And so now this new character called the Designer, who's just kind of doing the same thing. He's just empowering Batman's villains. Now, not all of them. It's not like a big uniformed effort. Actually, I think he tries to kill the Penguin. That's an issue I missed, so I'm not really sure what happened there. But he tries to kill the Penguin, so he's not all on board. But he does use the Riddler. He hires Deathstroke. He's getting some other villains to try to go after Batman and cause him a lot of trouble. So it's just kind of okay, seriously, no, stop. I mean, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I say you could even do more than once, but it's not a good idea for a third time, much less a fourth time. So let's kind of rein that back in. If you're just going to recycle an old idea, just have somebody try to blow up Gotham again or something. I don't know. But this trying to make it, and it's always like an event when this happens. It's not just oh yeah, it's just someone's just trying to stir up the pot with getting his old villains out. So yeah, I'm gonna say thumbs down for originality, but it's still a really good read. And so if you like Batman, I'd read it anyway. All right, that's it for now. As always, like, subscribe, make comments, whatever you want to do to help the channel. Thank you, and that's it. All right, goodbye. I'll talk to you later.